did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now, as a parent, it's natural to want to protect your child, and you want to protect them at the first sign of trouble and pull them out. But you want to keep them safe and help them any way you can. But this can actually do more harm than good.
Yeah, Rickey, rapper and podcaster Gilly the Kid is offering his advice to mothers whose sons have been incarcerated. In a recent IG video, he shared his perspective, saying moms should just leave their sons in jail. Check this out.
All the ladies out there, right? Sometimes the best thing you could do, don't go bail your son the fuck out. Don't go bail him out. No, you want to be on dumb shit, leave him in there. Let him get a little 6 months, little year bit in there. Because what this do sometimes is, when he see a nigga get stabbed, he see a nigga go, joint going a nigga head like a unicorn, he develop a different relationship with God.
Gilly seems to believe that the harsh realities of jail, like witnessing violence, can shift a man's mindset.
So this morning we want to know, do you agree if your child was put in jail, would you bail them out? Why or why not? You know, hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Rita Brent, what are your thoughts?
I don't know, Rickey. I think it does depend on the crime. You know, accountability is important. You know, because you want them to learn a lesson. You don't want to just keep enabling bad behavior. So I think it would depend on the crime. But I did like 6 hours one time, and I was begging anybody to come get me out. So
now, believe it or not, Gary, this was shocking.
Yeah.
During commercial break, we found out that Beyonce Aloysius,
Then went to the
one
pen.
of our associate producers, went to the. We said, "What, Gary?
Went to the pen, huh?
What happened?"
I was young, and, you know, in Atlanta back then, the public transportation wasn't amazing. So I had a suspended license, and I had to get to work. So I kept driving on my suspended license repeatedly. I'd probably had about 10 or 11 of them. And then...
Damn, 10 or 11.
10 or 11. And I might have had a DUI once.
Throw that in.
You said, at one point, they made you put on the orange jumpsuit.
When they finally
Made you go upstairs.
when they finally held me and made me put my orange jumpsuit on, that's when I changed my life.
Really?
I did. I said I'm not going through this no more.
And so when you put the orange jumpsuit on, you went upstairs.
They took me upstairs.
And how long was it? Like, did they let y'all out? So you had to stay in there 24 hours.
I was in there about a day and a half.
And you got out. And you, oh my God. Special K, what you think? What are your thoughts on this? That's crazy.
Well, I've been that son, and I've also got sons and one of my sons have been in that kind of trouble. But it's situational. It depends on what they went in there for.
Right.
You know, and if you did something stupid that was unavoidable, that you had no business getting yourself involved in, I let my son sit.
Yeah.
And he did 3 years.
Agreed.
Yeah, right, T?
Agreed.
And it changed him.
Yeah, agreed. It
In a
depends
good way.
It depends on what they did, you know. But I'm a fan of tough love, and I'm a fan of letting life teach you lessons. But at the same time, I understand if you in that environment and you witnessing other people getting stabbed and killed and stuff, you know, that can scare one person, but it can also draw the other person to that. That's why you got gangs and stuff out there. So. It just depends on the situation and what he did.
Afritas, would you get your son out?
Hell yes. I mean, maybe you let him sick. I mean, I've been to jail, but like maybe
Afritas, you went to jail for shoplifting?
Yeah, she been up for something.
a few times for silly stuff.
But
anyway,
what you did, Afritas? You got to fighting in the club.
Well, that happened too, but that I ain't going to jail for it. That wasn't me. That was Tamron Hall throwing glasses at Tamron threw a glass at somebody, but that was a different life. Different life. It was Tam, not me. But of course, I got blamed for it. But What? Anyway, in other news,
Tamron Hall get thrown under this bus.
Yeah, she did it. But anyway, so I would not if it was for a few hours. Like I have been in jail for a few hours, but I agree with you guys. It's situational, but I cannot let my babies. I have 3 boys. No way. I don't want them coming out a criminal. So no.
Yeah.
No.
I talk to my kids and talk to them and I tell them like my granddaddy told me, don't go to jail now. They're gonna go to jail because the thing about it is, you like if you got to sacrifice your house and put your house up to get them out, It just depends on what they did, or if you feel like they been injustice has happened to your kid, racially profiled. That's one thing. But if they just going through this and they just out on some stupid stuff or whatever, I'm gonna let you spend a night in there or whatever, because I went to jail too. And that ain't no fun, because I didn't have nothing but the punch. I did not want that sandwich. That sandwich had some mold on it, and then that little I don't know what kind of meat, that mystery meat was in that sandwich. It wasn't no potato chips on the side.
None of that.
Some kind of
Watching somebody else do the number 2.
Like right in front of you while you sit up there trying to eat, sip through some fruit cocktail, and stuff. And I didn't eat nothing. I stayed there. I did my little time. And when I got out, Burger King was right down the street. I went right down University. I went and sat in Burger King. You would have thought that was the last meal right before the death penalty.
But I'm like Taylor said, our producer Taylor. I mean, one time. Get them out one time.
It just depends on what they did. Yeah. If you're taking me through trials and tribulations, we going through something, because at a certain age, you can't take your belt out and whoop their ass, right?
No.
So if they keep taking you through stuff, being disrespectful, and then they end up going to jail, and you done told them before they went to jail not to go to jail, and on top of the disrespect and stuff, whatever, I might have to let you just sit for a minute and let you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes life whoop that ass. Because at a certain age, I'm your dad. I can't take no flip-flop out and hit you on your hand with a flip-flop. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got to let you just lay there for a minute so you can sit there and gather your thoughts or whatever, and let you lay in the midst of some silent poots through the night, and let get in your skin and in your nose, and somebody taking a doo-doo in front of you while you trying to eat a bowl of Cheerios. Imagine somebody taking a dump while you trying to eat a bowl of Cheerios. You'll never go back.
I won't even eat
Cheerios won't look
no
the
more.
same either.
They sure won't.
Never.
Got my ass out of jail, boy. You should have saw me in that shower scrubbing. I was scrubbing. I had that rag. I was scrubbing. All right, y'all. Hit us up at 8669 Rickey 86. Super Dad, you been to jail?
Never. I'm working with criminals. That's all you.
Super Dad is so short. Super Dad is so short. He went to juvenile. They took him. They handcuffed him and put him in a stroller.
Yep. You how people thinking I'm that short. I'm 5'8".
They pick him up.
5'8".
Are you?
Hey, what rock?
Hey, they pick him up and carry him on their hips.
You 5'8" and you standing on top of a concrete block.
Yeah.
They carry him on their
Feeling all
hips.
his muscles.
He get all
5'8"
mad
in
and
the
they
pen.
burp him.
On this picture, you can see nothing but the top of his head. Got a
Baby Huey.
Big Bruce be in jail, hold Super Dave on his hip.
They came and got Super Dave out of jail. He was in his cellmate lap. So I just want you to sit about.
Sucking his thumb.
Put your head on my chest. Sit up there.
Get to the call.
In the cellmate lap with a gray beard.
Get to the call.
With his feet down with some white hard bottoms on.
What those little white shoes the babies wear?
Then hard bottom had a bell on it.
They heard him coming. Oh, Davy.
What they call him, Gary?
Fight
Davy.
back, Dave.
Come here, Davy.
Fight back, Dave. Fight back.
Y'all got people on the phone.
Boy, they said Dave short as a commercial. All right, let's go to the phones. 8669 Rickey. 8669.
This is Alexis. I'm calling from St. Louis, but I'm actually located in Houston, Texas right now. And no, if my son or daughter was in jail, incarcerated, I would not bail them out because they need to learn their lesson. If mama keep coming to save you and rescue you, you will never learn your lesson. You will never be able to be taught the lesson that the lesson that God needs you to learn at that moment. So, no. And I feel like that's a lot of parents' problem. They be so quick to bail their kids out or be so quick to rescue their kids when their kids are the ones who put them in that situation. So, no. Let them suffer the consequences and go ahead and learn the lesson that they need to be learned.
My name is Kevin, coming from Raleigh. I remember one time I got arrested, and I made my collect call to my mama, and she answered the phone and said, leave him in there, and hung up. I ain't been back since.
Good morning. My name is Elise Lloyd. I am calling from Rembert by way of Columbia, South Carolina, KISS 103.1.
Hey.
I did not. I was struggling, and my middle son decided that he want to go and do an open container or something. And when he called me, no. Every coin that I had, I needed to raise those 3 boys, and I didn't.
Oh, my God. I want to, hey, y'all hit me up. The phone lines are lit up like a Christmas tree. 866-9 Rickey. Super Dave, I apologize. I hurt your feelings. Super Dave.
No, you don't, dog.
Super Dave.
Pick me up and burp me. Come on.
Yep.
Get out of 866-9 Rickey. 866-9 Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, our podcaster, Gilly, the kids and mothers should not bail their sons out of jail if they get arrested. He said that the realities of jail can shift a man's mindset. So we want to know, if your son or daughter was incarcerated, would you bail them out? Hit them up at 866-9 Rickey, 866-9 good morning.
Calling from Atlanta, and I just can't see me letting my child sit in jail. I mean, 'cause I've been there before as an adult and juvenile. I just can't see myself letting my child sit in jail. I mean, you know, some charges you ain't getting no bail no way. I'm pulling mine.
Hi, my name is Cherie, and I'm calling from Arkansas. So, yes, I think this is definitely a personal preference. Personally, for me, I think, you know, each kid deserves like a one ticket to, you know, freedom for a second chance, you know, where the parent rescue them. I do agree that being incarcerated can be a good way to hit reality and to learn your lesson. So, yeah, I do think that, you know, if my child was incarcerated, I will bail them out at least once, and then in the future, they're on their own.
Yeah, this is Sean calling from Atlanta. My mom always gave me the ultimatum of if I had the money to bail myself out, I can bail out. But if I didn't have my bail money, she was not coming to get me at all.
I am calling from Osaka, Mississippi. I'm a former Sanford, Florida resident, and I still listen to the show. And yes, I would, and I have done it.
Hello, my name is Erica, calling from Flint, Michigan. If my kid was incarcerated, I guess it depends on what they did, but yes, I'll bail them out. The world is different, and everybody's crashing out. I would hate for something to happen to my child.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But would you get your man out of jail if he was cheating and got a ticket on the way back to you? But y'all live together, y'all in the house, and you in love with him, and he put it down every night, cook good, take the garbage out, Alfredo.
Nah.
Huh?
Hell no.
Y'all wouldn't get him out.
No way.
And you just wouldn't let him go. You let him go because he made one mistake.
If your man was drunk,
nah.
What if he was drunk and he crashed in the car with his side chick?
What?
Oh, hell
I'd be
no.
like,
Would you
that's
go to the
karma,
hospital?
dude. That's karma.
Yeah.
So y'all ain't gonna get him out.
Hell no.
The love of your life, the man you dream about.
No.
If he's cheating with another
wasn't too
woman,
much love.
no.
If he made a mistake.
There ain't
That's
no
not
mistake.
a mistake.
And let me say something to all the black women out here that's listening
Here
to the
we
radio.
go. Here we go.
When we don't text you back, we are at Bible study.
Oh, okay.
And most of us, we are on the internet, and we are trying to walk closer with Jesus.
Lies.
You understand?
But you should be at church.
Yeah, we don't have to go to church. You have church at home. Church is inside your body. Church is inside of you.
We can do Bible study together.
Right.
Y'all gonna do that, but go to Bible study and complain and all that kind
Well,
of
you
stuff.
need to FaceTime me then.
You that insecure?
Well, it ain't about insecurity. Since you said you was doing this, let's give me some FaceTime.
Yeah, I swear some woman created FaceTime.
Yeah.
That was not the invention of a man.
It was not.
Some woman at Apple, some black woman at Apple.
Yeah.
Came over.
All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.